Jude is someone who was always, you know, he didn't take crap from anyone.
There's a story that is on the book that you can like tell us, like the one are your favorite one about them, or the most like impressious story in the book. The one like did it really surprise you when you heard it?
My favorite story that I like to talk about is a man named Jude Hughes. So Jude he works in Abbey Street. He owns a tailor shop, and he's 82 years of age. Right, so he's been around for a minute. He's been around for a while, and he grew up in an Ireland. He was born in Ireland in like the 40s. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if that's good math. Yeah, it is. Yeah. So, you know, he was born in the 40s in Ireland, and you know, grew up in what was called like mother and baby homes or institutions. So, if you were born outside of wedlock in Ireland, you know, prior to like, then I don't know. I need to look up on my history here, but we had institutions in Ireland where, women who had kids outside of wedlock were sent to basically work, and the kids were taken off them. And it's a massive scandal. Like it's horrendous what happened to these women. But ultimately, Jude grew up as one of these children, and
I think it's because it's a Catholic country, isn't it? Yeah, because I've been living in Ireland for 6 years already. Yeah. But my first 1.5 year was studying English. Yeah, and the teacher showed us a movie about the sister how
Magdalene Laundries.
Yes, this one.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That
we have a system like this in Ireland. It's insane.
Yeah,
you know, but like this is something like we have a system in Ireland similar. Not similar. It's a different group, but it's the same level of scandal is going to happen, and it's called direct provision. And when direct provision is found out, like, and it is, the people already know how bad it is. It's how we receive asylum seekers to the country. But like, I know I'm speaking about Jude's story, but like, yeah, ultimately we've got a system in Ireland that is very, very bad for refugees and asylum seekers, refugees is the same. But you know, it's important that we recognise that if we don't fix this problem now, it's going to be the same as how we viewed the Magdalene Laundries, and that is very problematic. So, for me, just going back to Jude's story, he grew up in an institution, so the people that were looking after him would clock in and they would clock out. He had a very difficult time with like Christian Brothers and stuff like that, who were groups that were looking after him. But Jude is someone who was always, you know, he didn't take crap from anyone. You know, he was really like strong in himself. He learned the trade of tailoring, but one thing that he was always really, or one thing he had a lot of power in doing was advocating for others. And it's someone that I look up to Jude a lot. I respect him a lot. I hope to emulate a lot of the work that he's done in his life, because in the 60s he campaigned alongside like the civil rights movement that was happening in the US. In the 90s he would have campaigned against apartheid South Africa. Now he's campaigning against the situation that's in Israel and Palestine. You know, he does a lot of work. You know, he's 82. He's fitter than me. You know, he plays tennis like every week. It's crazy, you know. And in 1987, he called a group together to talk about having experiences of racism in, you know, Wynn's Hotel. It's just on Abbey Street. It's down the road from Irish Life. So he said, okay, on the 15th of September in 1987, everyone who wants to talk about their experiences of racism, go to this hotel and we'll have a talk about it, right? And when he showed up to the hotel, he couldn't even get in because the door, like, it was so full. Damn. There were so many people there, like, you know. So this is someone who's been doing very similar work to what we've been trying to do. But he was doing it in the 80s. Do you know what I mean? Wow. He formed a group called Harmony that did a lot of work with different community groups. Do you know what I mean? And this is like, you know, it's what I want to do now between Black and Irish and World Black Culture. You know, I want us to be working together a lot. You know, running a lot of events together. I feel like Black and Irish has a lot of work to do in terms of working with the Afro-Brazilian community and making sure that they feel part of Black and Irish, because you are. Yeah. You know, you are another part of a massive community that's now forming in Ireland, you know. So for me, Jude Hughes is someone that I look up to and I respect a lot, and he's one of my favorite stories in the book.
Uau. Ó, não sai desse vídeo. Você acabou de assistir um corte do Talkeando Podcast e para assistir esse episódio completo, o link tá bem na descrição desse vídeo. Ó, e não deixa de se inscrever no nosso canal e compartilhar com seus amigos e familiares. Valeu? Talkeando Podcast.